Hey guys, what's up? We are back. This is Game 4. I am PainUser.
And I am HD StarCraft.
And the map is going to be Crevasse. It's going to be Liquid Huk versus FOXMoon. The series is 2-1 right now in favor of our Zerg player Moon. Moon is going to be spawning as the blue Zerg in the top left-hand corner. And his opponent in the bottom left-hand corner, we have Liquid Huk. He's going to be the red Protoss. And I am excited for this game. Huk gonna have to bring it back here, gonna have to equalize the score if he wants to stay in this. Moon playing phenomenally right now.
And just to let you guys know, I don't know the results of this. I don't know who won Dreamhack 2011. I've cast, I think, one game already, but I didn't check the results, so I'm equally as excited, if not more excited than you, PainUser. Excitement's drooling out of my pores right now. It's like adrenaline.
Drooling from your pores. And
Yes.
Moon going ahead with the extractor trick there is just gonna get that extra drone out. Probably gonna look to drop a very early hatchery here. On this map, sometimes you will see Protoss players actually go with a Nexus first. It's such a big map, Crevasse, one of the largest maps in the pool, and it's one of those maps that, like I said, you'll see sometimes a Nexus first. You can also see a command center first sometimes on this map, so maybe Huk will go with a very, very economic style of play here. I know that's not very characteristic of him, but you know, it's something that you see a lot on this map, so look for that. And a hatchery first. Oh my god, he dropped a pool.
Well,
very interesting.
He can't really drop the hatch because Huk got the probe in right away. So if, you know, Moon were to try to drop the hatch down, the Huk would have probably blocked it away. And I also want to mention that this is the first time we've had a big map in this series, which I think means that Moon will opt to play a more macro-based game this time around. And if anything, this is certainly a map that Zerg can be dominant on.
Absolutely, but Moon is just one of those. Oh, and we do have a Nexus first from Huk, so he is going with that.
And scout it.
Oh, and Moon's scouting it, so this might actually trigger Moon to do a very aggressive style of play here. He knows that it's a Nexus first now. He did go with Pool first.
Yeah, and gas.
So he is going to have the capacity to make Lings or get a very early Roach Warren and perhaps do something like that. He needs to be careful, though, because if Huk scouts this, he's obviously going to prepare for it. He's going to be ready for it, and he does still have that drone out on the field. It is getting scouted by Moon's Overlord right now. He's trying to hide that drone, so Moon will know about that drone. Huk going to go ahead and get that forge. He does also have a gateway on the way, and he's not going to full wall. He's actually putting a cannon in the space that would normally be walled off with a pylon or perhaps another building. So
I think he may be concerned here about the possibility of forces running in, and he just wanted to invest immediately into a cannon to deal with small numbers of Lings, rather than investing into a building and then, you know, having that broken down by a Roachling all in.
Well, the thing he needs to be very careful of is that actually makes him more susceptible to a Roachling all in. By having that cannon there and not having a wall, he's actually putting the cybernetics core behind the cannon, and this is very interesting. So that cannon is kind of like the first line of defense in the wall, and, you know, assuming Moon might do some sort of early aggression here, perhaps a Roachling all in, it's going to be very difficult for Huk to hold that off.
Yeah, indeed. I think right now Huk needs to be definitely careful. And oh
my goodness, we are going to have a full all in here from Moon.
Pain. I think this is going to get pretty crazy.
Yeah, this is going to get real crazy.
The roof is about to go on fire.
He's saving up right now. He's got 300, 160.
Yeah, he's got a lot of minerals. And the thing here is Huk saw... No, he didn't see the hatchery. So
no,
Huk
he never saw it.
Actually, Huk right now is potentially privy to the fact that there is going to be a lot of aggression at his front door. And look at that. 4 photon cannons for Huk.
This is going to be real bad for Moon. I don't think Moon is expecting this at all. And Huk's such great game sense, doesn't even know about it. But the lack of a hatchery, he never spotted that hatchery. So maybe it was just the fact that Huk accidentally missed the hatchery and never saw it in the first place that triggered in his mind, hey, you know, he hasn't dropped that hatchery. He's going with an all-in here. And this is going to be so close, but I don't think Moon is going to have enough to break it. Huk is prepared.
It almost kind of sucks that Huk didn't see that hatchery going up.
Absolutely.
Because then he wouldn't probably have gotten as many cannons.
I mean, he could have just left the hatchery up.
Yeah, he probably should have and allowed a probe to scout it. But as it stands now, oh, I don't know about Huk destroying the rocks here. This is going to give more surface area for the Lings to get in. And Moon is going to come in and he's like, oh, hey, the rocks are going down. Okay, I'll help you out with that. And hey, the rocks have now gone down.
No.
And here comes Moon, he's got a lot of roaches. Does Huk have enough cannons to hold this off, though? The first cannon, the frontal line of defense, like you said, has gone down, but Moon has decided to fall back. There's just too
No, there's
many
absolutely
cannons
no
back there.
way Moon's going to be able to break this. Not with the amount of forces that he has. There's just too many cannons. There's too many sentries. There's no way for him to feasibly take this down, and Moon, trying to macro out of this, is actually building drones now. He's also added a hatchery, but it could be too little too late. Huk is more than prepared for this, and if we take a look at the income tab, 37 to 21 harvesters right now. Huk adding additional cannons,
Wow.
so he is going to be 100% secure. He even has a sentry stuck between 3 cannons right there.
I feel like we're watching a bronze level game now, man.
In
It's
what
like-
way?
In the way that he's building like 7 photon cannons. I think
Well,
that's 6, right?
I mean, hey, man.
No, it's necessary. I'm not
Absolutely.
saying it's not necessary, but I'm just saying, how often do you see a pro gamer throw down this much in static defense? It's not very often.
Yeah.
But Huk is just playing it safe. He doesn't want to allow his front door to be breached by the Roachling all in. And honestly, he's got more probes, so he can invest in these cannons and still come out ahead in the macro game.
Yeah, I agree. Better safe than sorry. I mean, what's better, throwing down 7 cannons or losing the game? I mean, you might as well throw down the 7
And I
cannons.
love how
and
he keeps saying
knows
7, but it's actually 6.
Oh, it's actually 6. He knows he knows how far ahead he is. So there's really no point in not doing that. It's better safe than sorry. Spend the extra money. Be 100% secure in the fact that you're ahead, you're safe, and he can macro out of this.
We have a Dark Shrine coming up.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness. This is
Something I'm never excited
easy
about.
from Huk.
Something I'm never, ever excited about. But he is going to go ahead and get Blink Stalkers here, and he could potentially do quite a bit of damage with those DTs. And in the event that he doesn't do that much damage with the DTs, he can always switch them into Archons and go with that Zealot Sentry Blink Stalker style. And now tracking down a few roaches here, going to be able to get a few extra kills. Definitely going to pick off, not that second roach, going to pick off 1 roach and head back here to the sentries and waste a few force fields.
Yeah, well, he's just being safe right here. Like I said before, Huk has a 5-star safety rating with his forces. I would love to be a sentry in Huk's army, or any force in Huk's army. He takes very good care of them. And so far, Moon is playing a little bit of catch-up right now. He needs to figure out where he stands. He needs to get his lair up right away, because if he doesn't get detection out, although he does have the evolution chamber, he can get spores, but if he doesn't get lair out soon, he's going to find himself vastly behind in the technology route. I mean, honestly, Huk is at Dark Templars already. Zerg player Moon is only at Hatchery.
Yeah, I mean, Moon invested so much in that early all-in. He hasn't really been able to get the gas necessary to get those upgrades going.
Oh.
And we have the 2 DTs on the way in right now. And they're talking to each other as they walk into the Zerg base. All right, man, I'm going left. You go right. Let's kill some drones, man.
All right, hey, you can be this DT. I'll be this DT. Let's see which one stays alive.
Oh, God, man.
This one-
He's actually stuck. He's just going to go ahead and take out that queen. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4.
5,
An instant
6.
GG from
Oh,
Moon.
man.
Not even going to try and deal with that BS. He's over it.
Yeah, that was...
And he's out of there.
Yeah, just an instant leave the game and GG. I mean, Moon realized that he was really far behind after the Roachling all-in failed. And, I mean, when you're dealing with DTs, you have no spore crawlers, you have no lair tech. It's pretty much over.
Yeah. Well, Huk bringing it back. It's all tied up at 2-2. Some impressive play from Huk right there, able to hold the all-in and then win the game with some DT action.
Yeah, which one was me and which one was you? Was this me? Am I the baller with 5 kills here, slicing and dicing the drones?
I don't know, man. That was all you, dude. I didn't see which ones you were pointing at. I couldn't read your mind. I'd prefer to be with the one with the double side blades, unless they both have double side blades, which I think they do, actually. It's interesting how some DTs have a single blade, some have
why
a
that was?
scythe, some have a double scythe.
Dustin Browder couldn't decide what his favorite weapon of choice was.
I know, right?
He's like, I want both. All right, anyways, guys, we thank you guys all for tuning in. This is HD and PainUser, HD user, as we'll call it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. And this is going to be game 4, just finished up. Huk is now tied up with Moon, so we are going to go to a final game 5. And also, we want to let you guys know about our links. I have a YouTube channel, obviously, youtube.com/HDStarcraft. I also have a Twitter now, twitter.com/HDStarcraft. PainUser has some links he'd like to share.
Yeah, you can find me at twitter.com/PainUser and youtube.com/StratBunker.
All right, and you guys can, of course, or should, of course, check out the IPL. It's starting already. It is at IGN.com/IPL. Make sure to check it out. Lots of great players, lots of great casters, including yours truly. and stay tuned.
Yeah, check it out.